Hello everybody! This is going to be a beautiful sun and summer inspired flow that you can do anytime. It's actually quite simple. You might even be able to practice this with me 2 or 3 times via video, and then you might even be able to commit some of it to muscle memory. And I find it's just a beautiful practice for energizing the body. I love doing it outside because it's very solar inspired. There's a lot of sun salutations, and we're going to be working with our breath, and it has a beautiful breeze on today, so I felt like as we begin in this beautiful summertime climate, practicing outside was just a no-brainer. So no matter what you need to get into rock pose, that's where we're going to begin. So get yourself comfortable. You can either be practicing rock pose with your toes curled under and sitting back onto your heels. That's actually going to be quite of a wake up for your arches. So that might be a little intense. You can also take it down all the way with the flats of your feet on the mat, or if you need a block or a bolster underneath your pelvic floor, you can be supported that way. And once you're here, close your eyes and bring your palms onto your thighs and start to connect with your body, becoming conscious of areas where you're holding tension. If you're holding your belly in, let it go. If you're holding your seat up to give your ankles a break, let them go. Let yourself feel that stretch, the weight dispersing into your ankles. Let your jaw release. If there's any tension around your eyes, if you're holding your shoulders up to your ears, just allow everything to melt towards the mat. Taking deep inhales through your nose and exhales out your nose. Feeling your belly fill with each inhale. You can bring a hand over the belly if you'd like. And with every exhale, feeling the belly contract, your tailbone moving towards your spine. Big inhales through the nose. Audible ujjayi breath, let the belly fill. And long, slow exhales. Try and make your exhales slower than your inhales, releasing all stale air out of your belly. Finding your ujjayi breath by gently constricting the back of your throat. And anytime your mind begins to wander as we practice, come back to your breath. Focus on inhales through your nose audibly and exhales out your nose audibly, like an ocean wave, like the wind. We're now going to come into a pranayama called Nadi Shodona. So if you'd like to watch a demonstration, you can flutter your eyes open and join in anytime you like. I'll just face you, but you can stay seated where you are. To begin Nadi Shodona, lift your right hand and fold in your middle finger and your first finger so that all that is out is your thumb, your ring finger, and your pinky. With your palm facing you, you're going to plug your right nostril with your thumb and then take an inhale through your left nostril. At the top of that inhale, you're going to plug your nose using both fingers. Pause, release your thumb, and exhale out your right nostril. Inhale now through the right nostril. At the top of the breath, plug both nostrils. Release the left nostril, exhale out your left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Plug both nostrils. Exhale out the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Hold at the top of the breath, pinch both nostrils, release the left nostril, exhale out the left side. Continue like this on your own breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale out the other side. Inhale. Hold. Exhale out the other side. And one more cycle on your own breath. And exhale out the left nostril. Always beginning and ending Nadi Shodona in the left nostril and out the left nostril to make sure that we're balancing both of those hemispheres. This breath work will help balance your left and right brain and will give you that feeling of calm, focused alertness. So as we go into the rest of our class, let's get our legs out of that rock pose. Make any wiggles and adjustments that you need to. And now let's find a child's pose by bringing our knees mat width apart, tops of the feet flat on the mat, big toes to touch together, and sitting all the way back into our heels. Bring your forehead to the mat, and you can either find an active child's pose by tenting your fingertips, puffing some air underneath the armpits, and then maybe even rocking about to stretch and release your shoulders. Or if you want to find a more passive child's pose, that's okay too. Reach as far as you can forward, bringing your arms melted all the way to the mat, everything pressing into the floor that possibly can. Continuing to push into the hands to sink back into your hips, into your heels, and reconnecting with your breath. Inhales and exhales through your nostrils. Finding that gentle hiss, like an ocean wave. Forgetting any to-do lists, forgetting about what happened this morning, or what else is coming up in your day or week. And spending the next few minutes in your body, feeling through what it might need, moving and stretching and breathing. And slowly walk your hands to the right side of your mat, even if you come off of the mat, reaching those left fingertips as far as they can before you flatten your left hand on the mat, feeling the stretch up your left side body. If you like, you can kind of curl your heart open to the left, as if you were trying to shine your left armpit to the sky. And slowly switching sides, walking through center to the left this time to stretch the right side body, walking those fingertips as far as you can until they land and you melt, shining the right armpit to the sky, feeling that stretch up the right side. Nice. And when you're ready, walking back to center and finding tabletop by walking your hands forward so that your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders, your knees are directly underneath your hips. Your feet can be curled under with their toes flexed, or you can have the tops of your feet on the mat, whatever you like. We just did a lot of flat-footedness, so I'm gonna curl those toes under as we find our cat and cows. On your next inhale, you're going to look upwards and drop your heart between your shoulders as you arch your back, looking to the sky, letting your mid-body melt to the ground as you look up. And then on an exhale, you're going to push into your hands to round your back, looking towards your navel. You can shift your hips forward a little bit. Inhale, let the heart and belly drop between the shoulders. Look up, flex your feet. Exhale, press into the hands, round the spine. On our next cat and cow, if you want to introduce the legs, we can alternate by making a C shape. On our inhale, lift one leg up to the sky, flexed foot. And as you exhale, still the mechanics of the rounding the back, you just return the knee. Inhale, other leg, flex, open, let everything still drop. Don't forget the mechanics of cat and cow. And then exhale, push into the hands, bring that leg back down. One more time on each side, finding that nice back arch. Inhale, let everything drop as normal. And exhale, knee back down to the earth. Still pushing into the mat, round that spine, don't forget. Inhale, final time. Heart melts to the ground, look up. And exhale, round the spine, push into the hands, and find your last expression. Wiggle it all out. And then we're gonna find our abs. So activate your abs, turn them on by flexing them towards your spine. And now lift your knees off the mat just an inch. Hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, we're halfway there. 4, past halfway. 3, 2 more seconds, that's it. 2, 1, gently lower your knees, nice. We're gonna find another side bend by finding a mini side plank. So leave your left hand planted, leave your left knee planted, extend your right leg back, and as you do, open your hip, lift your right arm up and reach it towards the front of your mat as your back leg acts as a kickstand, stretching that right side body. You can stay here, or if you'd like to find some active oblique crunches, you can take an inhale, and on your exhale, bring your knee and elbow to meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, oblique crunch. Inhale, extend, nice and slow. Exhale, try not to collapse. Crunch, one more. Inhale, extend, side bend, stretch. Exhale, crunch, nice. And stretch it out to finalize. Cartwheel the arm down, and we'll find that same variation on the other side. So plant your right hand, keep your right knee locked into the ground, curl those right toes under, extend the left leg back, place the foot flat on the mat, and then open to the side. The left arm comes up and overhead, reaching towards the front of the mat. Really plant into that back foot and use it to help rotate your ribs open, finding a nice stretch along the left side body. And if you did it on the other side, finding that slow, controlled crunch. So inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, stretch, exhale, knee to elbow. Don't collapse, inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. We have a visitor today. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. Last time, inhale, extend, stretch. Exhale, slow and controlled, knee to elbow, crunch. And stretch it out, cartwheel the arm down, and come all the way onto your bellies. Melting all the way onto the ground. You can make a pillow out of your hands and place your forehead right on top of your knuckles. Deep breath here. If you want to sigh or do lion's breath by sticking your tongue out, that is welcome to you. Let's do one more together. Inhale. Exhale, sigh or lion's breath. Very nice. Bend your knees, flex your feet, and windshield washer your legs left and right, allowing your hips to come off of the mat a little bit. And reconnecting with your breath, lowering your heart rate, and bringing your legs back to the mat, tops of the feet flat on the mat. We're going to find our first cobra pose of the day. So when you're ready, lift onto your forearms and tuck your elbows into your sides. Make sure that your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. And then your hands are directly pointing forwards, middle fingers forwards, fingers are splayed, finding a grip in the mat. And then as if you were gonna pull yourself like a worm along the ground, shine your heart through your arms to lift your chest and arch your back. Instead of forcing your back bend in Cobra, it's more of an energetic pull of your heart between your shoulder blades. Find your breath here. Inhales through the nose and exhales out your nose. Your shoulders are away from your ears. There's no pinching in your back. If there is, you can tuck your chin a little gentler. And make sure that you come down to a place that's comfortable. And now we're going to push into a plank pose. So you can either bring your hands underneath your shoulders or push directly from cobra to a sphinx to plank, but that's a little difficult. So maybe everybody's just gonna be here today. Hands are underneath the shoulders, toes are tucked under. You can bend your knees to use the assistance or try with all your might to push yourself straight up into a plank pose. Breathe and push the mat away from you. Exhale and settle strong. As if you could stay here for 20 minutes. We won't, I promise you that. We're only gonna take one more inhale. Push the mat away from you, straight, strong spine. And exhale, push hips up and back to downward facing dog. If you need to walk your feet in a little to find your proper alignment, make any adjustments required. And when you feel all settled and ready, melt your heart towards the mat. Let your head hang heavy. Try and track your heels towards the ground. Let yourself sink into your shoulders. Taking a big inhale here and a long, slow exhale. And now walking your feet towards your hands to find a nice forward fold. Grab for opposite elbows and hang out in ragdoll. Let your head hang heavy. Let your arms and the weight of your upper body pull you down, stretching all behind the knees, your hamstrings. You can nod your head yes, or shake your head no. And now gently release your grip and grab for opposite ankle so that your left arm is over your right arm. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to energetically pull your legs towards each other as you twist your torso to open your chest to the left. You should feel a stretch up the left side of your body, your left shoulder, and up that right leg. Another inhale here. Try and keep twisting open and gently come back to center. Switch your hands so that your right hand is over top and you're still grabbed for opposite ankles. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, pull your hands towards each other as you twist your torso open to the right this time. Feeling that stretch up your right shoulder, right side body. Keep twisting open, feeling that stretch up the left leg. And undoing that. And letting your hands fall to the ground as you gently roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head should be the last thing to stack. So think about hips over ankles, then shoulders over hips, and then your head over everything. Nice. Shoulders come up to the ears, back behind you, and down your back body. Palms facing forward in mountain pose. Breathing here. And close your eyes if you like. Inhales through your nose. Exhales out your nose. Strong and steady. Toes gripping the earth. A gentle bend in the knees. Releasing any tension in your jaw, your head, your eyes, your face. And on your next inhale, you're going to reach up and look up towards your hands. And exhale, forward fold, hands come together, and then find the floor. Inhale, lift halfway to a straight spine. Fingers can be on the earth or shins. Exhale, plant your hands, and step back into plank pose to finish the exhale, coming all the way down to the belly through chaturanga. Then on the inhale, pushing into the hands that are underneath the shoulders, cobra pose. Exhale, back onto the belly. Inhale, curl the toes under, push into plank or through the knees into downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reverse swan dive, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale, look up, reach up, a little back bend if you like. Exhale, forward folds, hinging at your hips, hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into plank pose, then down through chaturanga onto the belly. Inhale, uncurl the toes, press into the hands, cobra pose, back bend. Exhale, bend the elbows, curl the toes under. Inhale, press up through plank, and exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards towards your hands. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, look up, reach up, little back bend if you like. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 more times. Inhale, look up, reach up, little back bend if you like. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, bend the knees and jump, step, or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to center. 2 more times. We're gonna work with that breath, nice and quick. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, over the toes if you can, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, look up, reach up, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back or jump into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, over the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, deep bend in the knees. Exhale, step, jump, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out in gorilla pose. Step onto your palms. So turn your palms to face the sky. And then step onto your hands so your big toes are at your wrist crease. Nice deep bend in the knees. Just feeling your heart rate come down. Opening up the backs of the legs from all those beautiful down dogs and just releasing the arms from all the push-ups. Very nice. And when you're ready, hands come back to the earth and step your left foot back into a low lunge. Bring the knee all the way to the ground. And then we're going to inhale, come up into a runner's lunge. And as we exhale, cactus arms and really just lunge into that right leg. A little chest opener, swaying in the wind. Really sinking into that hip. There's actually some bulk of my fabric, so I have to move it out of the way here. Really working on sinking into the hips in equal weight. Feeling that stretch super significantly up that left side for sure. And when you're ready, coming out of it by straightening that front leg. And then we're gonna find some half splits. So just bring your hands to the ground. Not even quite a half split, just a little stretch up that back right leg. Very nice. And lunging back into the right leg so that we can switch sides. Curl the left toes under, fire up that left leg. And before we switch sides, you know what? Let's take an inhale. Twist. Twist open. Up to the sky. That feels good. And now bringing the hand to the outside of that right foot. Step the right foot back. And now step the left leg forward, finding that low runner's lunge, releasing the knee, uncurling the back toes. And when you're ready, lifting up into a low lunge. From here, you're going to find your cactus arms. Inhale, and as you exhale, sinking into your hips, letting all of your weight just fall to the mat. You should really feel it up that right side hip. Breathing here, opening the chest, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And breathing. When you're ready, straighten that front leg, bring the hands to the mat. Bring just the heel onto the mat and melt over that front leg, feeling that nice stretch up the back left leg. And because it felt so good on the other side, we're going to re-lunge into that left leg. We're going to place our right hand beside it, fire up the back right leg, knee off of the mat, toes curled under, and on an inhale, twist open to the left and raise the hand up to the sky. Fire in that back leg, don't let it cave. Strong legs. Twisting the chest open, pushing into that right hand, not collapsing into the shoulders. One more breath. And everybody bringing your hand onto the outside of that leg, stepping back into our final down dog of our practice today. Whatever is going to feel good for you in your final down dog, whether it's coming up onto your tippy toes or maybe walking your dog by bending one knee and straightening one leg at a time. Maybe it's finding a undulation, an inhale to a plank. Some kind of spinal movement, whatever's going to feel good in your final down dog before bending your knees and swinging your legs around to come onto your backs. We're going to end in a supine butterfly pose before we find a little bit of a leg stretch, and then of course Shavasana. So melt all the way down to the earth when you're ready. And then bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together. You can bring your heels up close to your bum, wherever is comfortable for your hips. And now press into your head to lift your shoulders and shuffle them underneath you so that your chest is stretched open to the sky. Your shoulders are not curled in. And you relax here, allowing everything to melt, not holding any tension in any part of your body. Allowing everything to slow down. And when you're ready, extending your left leg long. Flex the toes of your left foot back towards you, and then bend your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers around your shin, and try and bring the right knee into the right armpit. Toes on the right foot are relaxed. Toes on the left foot are flexed. So your left leg is active, your right leg is totally flimsy like a puppy. And you're tracking the right knee up to the right armpit, using the pull of your hands. And then bending the right leg so that the sole of the foot is facing the sky and reaching for the outer edge of the right foot in a half happy baby. The goal here now is to drive the knee into the armpit, into the earth. So keep that left leg flexed if you can. And keep pulling the right foot down with the hand, knee towards the mat. And release. Switching sides, extend the right leg long, toes are flexed back towards you, knee on the left tucks into your chest. Interlace your fingers with the opposite grip to give them a break. And tracking that left knee into the left armpit. Toes are relaxed on the left foot. Leg is fully relaxed. Really working on melting the knee to the ground, flexing the right foot, active right leg, and breathing here. Relax your jaw. Keep your shoulders on the mat, melted down. And when you're ready to find that half happy baby, you can bring the sole of the left foot to the sky, reach for the outside edge of that foot with the left hand, and relax that right arm wherever is comfortable. Hand on the belly or arm open in Shavasana arms. Tracking that left knee towards the earth. And whenever you're ready, bringing both legs down, wider than mat width apart for your final Shavasana. Melting into the mat, allowing your body to finally rest and returning to a normal breath. If there's any final poses you'd like to do, such as shoulder stand, or maybe wheel, or a headstand, now would be the perfect time. And whenever you'd like to close down your practice, after any final poses that might feel good in your body, I feel like closing out with a nice hug, a deep tuck, bringing the knees into the chest, and then the head up to the knees, wrapping the arms around the legs for a big self-hug. And then rocking and rolling left and right in this beautiful breeze out here. Wow, so nice out today. Giving yourself a little gratitude for showing up and just giving a practice a try today. Spending some time with your body and breath. It will thank you for it. And whenever you're ready to come out, unrolling, right arm is overhead, and roll onto your right side, knees still tucked into the chest. Give yourself a moment here. You can bring your left hand onto the mat in front of your heart. And whenever you're ready to get on with your day, pressing into that left hand to roll up to a seated position and closing out with a little namaste. I always love to do this. Closing your eyes down, bringing your hands together, resting your forehead on the back of your thumbs, and taking a deep breath of gratitude for yourself, for this body, for everything that it lets you experience. Everything you get to taste and sense and smell and see, and the music you get to listen to, the jokes you get to listen to and laughs. Giving it the thanks it deserves for all it does for us. I thank you for joining me today for this short little practice, and I wish you guys a beautiful rest of your week. Namaste. I'll catch you guys at the next practice. See you later.